You're watching scripted realities, where the stories aren't real, but they could be. My name's Mark. I've lived in the same apartment building for 6 years. It's not much. 4 stories, concrete exterior, smells like mildew in the hall when it rains. You know the kind. A place where every door has a slightly different shade of beige, and the elevator button sticks. I'm on the 4th floor, always have been. And for most of those 6 years, the unit across the hall, 4C, was empty. At least I thought it was. This past spring, I came home from work, saw the door was closed. That might not sound strange, but it caught my attention. Usually it was propped open just a little, like someone had wedged it that way years ago and forgot about it. But now it was shut, locked. There was a name scribbled in pen on a sticky label over the mailbox. Just one word. Tenant. No first name, no number, not even typed. I didn't see a moving truck, no boxes in the hallway, no footsteps. Just one day, the room was empty, and the next, someone was living there. Figured maybe they moved in quietly, night shift maybe. Some people like to keep to themselves. But after a few days, I started noticing things. I never saw the door open, not once. No one coming to get the mail, no footsteps, no keys jangling. The lights under the door would be on at night and still glowing in the morning. I work from home, so I'm around a lot. I hear people come and go all the time. Neighbors, deliveries, the guy from 4B who somehow manages to slam his door every single time he closes it. But from 4C, nothing. Not a single sound. It was like someone had sealed themselves inside. About a week after I noticed the door, I decided to knock. Just a neighborly thing. I told myself I wasn't being nosy. I just wanted to say hi. I knocked once, no answer. Knocked again, still nothing. But just as I turned to leave, I heard something. Not footsteps, not movement, just breathing. Soft, slow. Just on the other side of the door. A few nights after that, I was brushing my teeth when I heard it. A soft scraping sound, like something being dragged. I turned off the water and just stood there, listening. It was coming from the other side of the wall, not upstairs, not next door, from 4C. Pressed my ear up against the bathroom wall, and I could swear I heard whispering. Just under the hum of the pipes, the same words, looping over and over. I backed away. I wanted to believe it was the plumbing or my other neighbor watching TV too loud. My gut told me it wasn't either. It felt deliberate, like something was whispering just low enough that I had to lean in to hear it. And it wanted me to hear it. I didn't sleep well that night. Around 3 a.m. I woke up with this pressure in my chest. Not fear exactly, more like the feeling you get when someone's watching you. I stayed in bed staring at the hallway through the crack in my bedroom door. Nothing moved, no lights flickered. But the feeling wouldn't leave. It just sat there, thick in the air, like smoke that wouldn't go away. The next morning, I tried to talk myself out of it. I told myself it was just weird acoustics. Maybe the guy in 4C just talks in his sleep. Maybe I was dreaming. Something about it, the whispering, the way it repeated, was intentional. That's when I decided to set up a camera. I had this old motion sensing webcam from when I worked in security a few years back. I mounted it just inside my peephole, pointed straight across the hall, right at the door to 4C. It wasn't about catching someone. I just needed to know if the door opened, if anyone actually came or went. I let it run for 4 nights. Nothing happened. Static. Silence. A flicker here and there from the hallway light. Then on the 5th night, something changed. Around 2:13 a.m., the door to 4C creaked open. Not all the way, just a sliver. Enough to make your heart stop. No one stepped out. No movement. But then the camera fogged up. Slowly. Like breath on a window. For nearly a full minute, the lens was completely blurred, and when it cleared, the door was closed again. But there was something new. Right on the front of the camera. A note taped directly over the lens. Just 5 words in the same handwriting as the mailbox label. Don't open the door. I didn't touch the camera for 2 days. I left it exactly where it was, note and all. I just didn't want to go near it. But on the 3rd morning, the note was gone. No sign of it on the floor. No tape residue. Just the same cheap lens staring across the hall, like nothing had ever been there. That afternoon, I finally walked over to 4C. I didn't even know what I planned to do. Knock? Say something? Maybe I just wanted to prove to myself that the door still existed. I reached out to touch the doorknob, and I immediately yanked my hand back. It was cold. Not just cold, freezing. Like it had just been sitting in an ice bath. I stood there, fingers stinging, trying to make sense of it. The hallway wasn't cold, the air was normal, just that doorknob, like it wasn't part of the building anymore. That night I stayed up. I didn't want to sleep. I left every light on in the apartment. Sat on the couch, facing the door, holding the same dumb umbrella I used to keep by the window. It was the only thing remotely resembling a weapon that I had. Around 3 a.m. I started to nod off. That's when I felt the draft. I opened my eyes. The hallway light was on. My apartment door was wide open, and at the very end of the hall, just past the elevator, there was a figure, standing perfectly still. Too far to make out the face, but I knew it was looking at me. I didn't move, didn't breathe, and after what felt like an hour, the hallway light blinked and the figure was gone. I slammed the door, locked it, moved the dresser in front of it, and haven't opened it since. That was 3 nights ago. I haven't left the apartment since. Haven't checked the hallway. Haven't touched the door. I've pushed my dresser in front of it. My phone won't connect anymore. No calls, no data. I don't know if it's the building or something else. I haven't seen daylight since I shut the blinds. I've kept the lights on, every single one, but the shadows still shift, like something's moving just outside the corners of my eyes. The worst part, even right now, at exactly 2:13 a.m., I hear a knock. Just one. Loud, measured, right on the other side of the door. Then I hear breathing. Soft, like someone pressing their mouth against the wood. And then every time, a whisper. Always the same. Don't open the door. I don't know what's behind it. I just know whatever it is, it lives here now.